positive territory, we'll call it, for the S&P 500, but both the Dow and the NASDAQ downside as well at this point, as the market seems to have kind of shrugged off these comments or testimony, day one of testimony from Fed Chair Powell in Washington this morning. Nothing overly exciting coming from that. He'll be back again at it tomorrow. And I was just reading during lunchtime, gets that because he's in Congress next week doing the same thing. So anyway, here comes how the market overall is shaping up. 0.36 there for the S&P, 0.15, as I mentioned, kind of flirting with positive territory. The NASDAQ has been relatively weak all day, continues to be tech to the downside as we head into the final 2 hours here. Big move for crude oil today, upside was about 2.25 at one point, 2.2%, back to just 1.85. Huge move for Bitcoin continuing. 6.7, that's off the highs as well, along with Ethereum off the highs. Just be aware, just getting some comments from Fed's Bostic right now. He was not on the docket today, but we shall see. 0.32 downside for the S&P right now. It's been tech, as I mentioned, continues to be that way all day long. They have been weak. AMD about 5%, Intel 4.5%, QCOM 2%. These two, Enphase and SEDG, led yesterday. Not as bad off, but 2 days in a row here for Enphase anyways, downside in a pretty big way. There's Salesforce 2.7% under pressure in the software group as well. Hardware names also basically all negative on the day. FedEx down here off earnings 2.7. Everything else not bad as far as industrials are concerned. Energy strength, material, a little bit of strength anyways. There are a few negative names in that group as well. Retail specifically, within the consumer staples group, retail specifically showing a little bit of strength. Otherwise, it has been a pretty mixed day. Tesla standing out here, 4.6%, about time, maybe needs a little bit of a pullback. Some of the other consumer discretionary names still holding on to positive territory. Etsy notably weak as well. If you were sick of AI, get set because there's more to come next week. I was just reading during lunch as well. Snowflake is hosting their annual AI and big data conference coming up starting Monday next week in Las Vegas. NVIDIA and the CEO, Jensen Huang, will be part of that in the fireside chat. So we'll get that coming through comments Monday afternoon, more on the AI side. So something to look forward to for next week. I was keeping an eye on this one as well. Peloton trying to get back to the upside. Amazon came out with their Prime Day specials, and this one is going to be featured once again, apparently for Prime Day. I think it's July 11th and 12th, or that week anyways, first week and a half or so of July. Let's get into what we were discussing. If you were with us early on this morning, that's once again how the market overall is shaping up. We were talking a little bit about Tesla positivity coming through right across the board in the shape of Texas, the big shape. Texas coming through saying any charging stations, you can get off that, Fabian, don't worry about it. Any charging companies operating in Texas going to have to include both Texas or Tesla's technology and the standardized technology. We saw all of them then right away come out with versions of that they're already prepared for. So this was in the works, but Tesla, guys, ends up being pretty weak along with the rest of tech today.
Welcome back, Max. How's everything going?
Excellent, excellent. Don't I know that Tesla's weak today? I've only been long.
Yeah, actually, I think me and you just had this discussion where it's like, we came in, I'm short AMD, I'm short Google, and I was like, were we long anything today? But yeah, you're right, it was Tesla. And I mean, the thing is that we had discussed Tesla possibly being a little bit overbought. We talked about that this morning. And was it next stop, was it 300? Was it going to be 250? It's looking more like the latter right now as Tesla continues to make some moves to the downside. I'm in AMD and Google, which has been nice here. AMD and Google have been hot fire. But here's Tesla right now today on the minute chart. Yes, just made 30 more cents on AMD. Yeah, we only tried the long, man. I only tried it once, it was wrong, and I've left it alone. Probably should have switched over into the short. I don't know why I'm short everything else, but not short the name that's down almost 5%. We tried it against here. We talked about, oh yeah, it's the print factory right now on advanced micro devices. The number one stock traded here today continues to go downside right now. I know Sharif had a nice long, but yeah, we just tried it off of yesterday's 268 there. It didn't really work. We got out. We made back a little bit by holding some of that. And then I know you had a good one. You'll talk about that. But for right now, I don't know, we're already zoomed out. I mean, if we even go lower, this little low there is 258. So that might be something. And if you see what's happened today, there's the bottom 258. So yeah, maybe that's the 200 period. We haven't broke the 200 period at all since the very morning, which would have been a fantastic short, of course, if you were looking short. But right there, yeah. Nice move. Just another rejection at 262 on that 200 period. So down goes Tesla. And if you saw me getting a little bit excited there, you would be correct, because there goes AMD, which I guess AMD's down 5% as well. We had that monster short early. Like, come on, what are you supposed to do about that? We covered that at 112, some of it, and now we just got short again right into here, into 113.50. So, yeah, so far so good on this one, as we just got some out near O's, and now it's bouncing back up a little bit. So, yeah, what about Tesla for you?
Yeah, Tesla was all just longs for me today, so death by a million paper cuts. But yeah, there were a couple good longs. I did get one banger short, but you know, I was really liking the idea of the long around 271, 272, so I covered that, and you know, never really looked back from where I shorted. I think I got in 274.05, and you know, the next print was like 273.80, and has not seen those levels since. I was able to get 260 back through, but that really didn't follow through the way that I wanted to, and then, you know, chopped up a few more times here. I did, oh, wow, okay. I liked the idea of this breaking 261 to the downside and coming back up for the potential long, but obviously did that while I was not watching. But I don't know, I mean, this is looking pretty weak, like it wants to continue this move down. I figured, you know, if we were gonna get that blast off of 260 off the bottom, that we'd be at like 264, 265 by now. But lots of selling coming into this one today, as we do actually start blasting up.
Yeah,
and
it's a
CVNA
nice move. Big time move up
is
here.
being called out in the back there. Carvana taking out day's highs, so the squeeze names potentially back in play for this power hour. Maybe Carvana breaking 25 is a trade that we could have.
People are liking the Carvana right now. We just watched, again, this is why, good thing AMD, or good thing we got out of some of that AMD, because here it comes ripping right back up north side for advanced micro devices. Watch out, I'm not gonna get out if we break 50. There's something obviously as the market's trying to take VWAP right now, trying to go back up to the upside. So watch out, we're gonna take 15-1 out now on the NASDAQ. So yeah, some big movements happening right here, Brendo.
There we go. Yeah, back to the upside, trying to get back to the upside. Still full percent downside. I was looking at this. We're kind of failing over here. This is mid-May, or sorry, mid-April, the last time we were up here. 30,100 getting tested. We went all the way up to 30,800. A bit of a pullback right now. This move in crypto continuing. Pretty impressive. Past 2 days now to the upside.
Yeah, this is substantial movement here, and it makes you wonder, is there some repositioning and some big money? We've heard about these institutional players looking to get into crypto as regulation comes in, so we'll continue to see, could this be a start of a new rally?
Yeah, I mean, it's, as the guys were saying this morning, it's been one of those days where all the equities related kind of gapped up in the morning, and then this is Coinbase. Sideways all day, wait for it.
Long, all day long. I was waiting for it, but it didn't hear it, but then it's back in over to us right now. So all day long, yeah, look, crypto's been a fun day for sure to trade it. But, you know, like Brendan just mentioned, there's not much happening. The reason why I say fun day to trade it is because right here, if we look at where exactly BTC is right now, it's just at 30,000 again. It just kind of, it's really been, if you come over to the chart here, yeah. I mean, I don't know, if you keep fading it off 30,000, it's been okay, but you're just right here at 30,000. The best part about it is once we failed, the most it went down was 29.8 right there over the last little while. So we haven't really, like that's 29.7, 29.8. Big move up to 31 and then back down, but now you're holding. So that's why I say it's actually a pretty exciting top to be holding right there. So nice move there on Bitcoin as it looks like it wants to just continue to sort of trend higher here. Good move, breaking through 30,000 and then holding. The lowest take on that was 29,750. So again, a good hold, more there on Bitcoin, and as you watch out for Coinbase and so on and so forth, there really hasn't been. Come on down, AMD. Hopefully that can happen for us as well. Coinbase still 58,000. I don't, or 5,800. I don't have much to talk about with Coinbase. What about you?
Yeah, nothing really on Coinbase today, just playing in range. You know, if you want to get a Coinbase trade, you're probably looking at a $5 per share kind of target, and that was just never available today on Coinbase. So in range, nothing really happening with this one. I mean, I don't know that there's necessarily a lot of buyers with all of the political risk currently with the SEC lawsuit that they got going on. So
That's right.
You know, it's just kind of diddling in the middle, not getting past that 60 mark that we wanted to short this morning. So no trades on that for me.
All right, Chinese EV names. Initial strength seems to have faded a little bit here as well as. That's not. NYSE NASDAQ, not New York. Seems to have faded initially as well. We got that really nice move from most of these. Li Auto to 36. Sharif? I mean, we're basically back to where we started here now. There was more tax subsidies coming through, but that was about it today.
Yeah, this one keeps going, guys. Yeah, the subsidies basically account to quantitative easing because their economy has not grown the way that analysts had expected. And so they're looking to spur purchasing in areas that they deem fit. EVs, one of them. Let's see how it does for the industry.
Let's see how it does for these companies individually as well. I was just double checking if there was any other analyst moves. I don't see any this morning, but I mean, it's been that way for quite some time now. I was trying to remember the last time I saw a significant analyst move on one of these, and it's been a while. But we go up and then give it all back today.
And the thing is about it, like, you always have to be concerned getting into these Chinese ADRs if you're an analyst, right?
Yeah.
So you have a fiduciary duty to your fund, right? And so these ones, that's why I haven't been getting in so quickly.
Yeah, NIO even worse off, now down on the day overall. But a bit of a tricky trade, guys. Back and forth here for some Chinese EV names.
Oh, we got stopped out of AMD, but for 7 cents, it was a little bit of a hit there. As now we're starting to break higher. We got to wait for 114 if you're going to do anything now on AMD. I'm going to let these names sort of just settle down a little bit, and I'm just going to talk about what we talked about before, and that is that. You know, the onboarding, some of the import exporting, some of the stuff that's happening between the U.S. and China right now. It's not the easiest to bring cars over here. You gotta, there's duty and everything like that. So I don't know if these Chinese EVs are gonna find a market here in the United States. So that's, to me, is not really gonna be a huge play. It's about what they're selling in China. And we know that Li Auto is the #1 name over there in China from what we've heard. Anybody that's just recently been to China or has anything to say about that, you know, please let me know. Because I am willing to invest in some of these, but Li Auto up 3%, NIO down 3% today after being up the same in the pre-market. So Li Auto, again, look at this, really working out on the daily chart. If you're going to buy anything, I think it's Li Auto. You know, probably breaking that 30 was pretty good right there, obviously, as we're up. But that looked like a decent daily break on that one. Now you're kind of just looking to see what happens at $40, $41. I don't know if it's time to buy them yet, but on any dip buys, I think that I'm a buyer of Li Auto down here near $29. I don't have any trades on it today, nor will I probably put anything on as the NASDAQ's right now just kind of dancing around. I feel like there's going to be some decent opportunities back on the NASDAQ at some point soon. So, but Li Auto right there breaking 34.85 could be a decent long. These names tend to go to sleep a little bit here in the aftermarket or in the afternoon, so we'll have to watch out for Li Auto right here.
Yeah, the 35 breakout ended up being pretty good, gives you about $1 to the upside, but not a tremendous amount of volume there off the open, so I don't know how many shares you could have really taken on that 35 breakout and been kind of safe on it. I mean, NIO gets almost to that $10 that we were talking about and then just fades the entire move, goes down $1, so it could have been a great short there. I don't know that I necessarily want to short on a good news day, especially when other things are kind of ripping around today. And then XPEV gets right to the level that I was thinking maybe if we could hold this to the long side, then it could go up. But no, it just fades that level entirely. And once again, same looking chart all the way back down and to the right. So yeah, not a tremendous amount of excitement on the Chinese EVs today. We will have to wait for another day for that squeeze
Are
play
you
on
long
these
anything?
guys.
We probably need to get long something. Man.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like should be long something right now. I'm not sure.
The market's breaking VWAP as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, like here's a 5-minute chart on the NASDAQ. So we made some lows here. We talked about NASDAQ going to 15,000. Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, I should have just traded the futures, gone long there. Now you'd be 100 handles in the money. But I still wouldn't be having it. But there's the break right now. We talked about that breaking VWAP at 15.1. So there's the break right now. Here's the upside move. It's about time to get long something. We're pretty light on this Google trade, so I'm not worried about it. And especially if Google's going to fail right now, then that's fine. We got out of the way of AMD, and sometimes when you get out, you win just by getting out. So right there, like some downside push. Like, this is the thing. Look where we're short here, 43s. We're out 51s after taking some 90s, so I'm taking some 40-cent winners. So out for 11, 10-cent hit. Now here goes AMD right back up to the upside right now. I don't know, where's VWAP on this 1-minute chart? There it is right there. I was going to say 114. So you're right at 114. I am going to take a short against VWAP here, but it may not be for very long. Short, there we go. Now we're short. So here we go. We're short AMD now at 88s against that VWAP, which you can't see it on the chart, but it's right here right now at 114. So if we break that, man, that's fine. It's a big move up for AMD. We've really done damage on this name today. We're going to take this against that 114 short and see what happens. So there we go. New position alert for me. AMD. We took an 11-cent hit last time. We could take it out for 11 cents now. We're not going to do that. Let's see if it does fade back out a little bit here. AMD. Target for this, kind of where we broke, man. Let's put a bid at 60. See if we can get that down there. Like, let's go to Mario Lemieux. We'll see some 66s there. I thought John Tavares was a lot older than he is. Do you know how old he is?
Isn't he only like 32, 33?
Yeah, he's like 33, turning 34. The way they talk about him in Leafland is like this guy's almost done. But I guess in hockey terminology, unless you're Ovechkin or something, I think mid-30s is getting up there.
But making $11 million a year, you kind of got to be producing like
I think that's
like a 28-year-old.
I think that's the problem, and I think that's the problem with us. Where I got to produce like a 28-year-old here. Yeah, no. So far so good here on this short. Look, we just took AMD short. 13 pennies right now. Let's see if it can go a little more than this, as we just put a bid at 71 instead of Mario Lemieux there. So, all right, what's up, Darwin? Thanks for that, man. I mean, I'm trying to produce here for everybody, and we're up today. It's been a nice, positive day for us here. But all right, let's go over. Oh, I'm in AMD. All right, shout out to the Irish out there. Let's go talk about AMD with Brendan and Sharif.
I mean, we were just talking about car reviews on social media, but it's become a huge business, too. I was reading an article a couple of weeks ago about a guy who actually sold his car review YouTube page for a bunch of money. It's crazy. Amazon, I just noticed, popped back to the upside here, just took out that last pivot high. They've come out and said the FTC claims, if you remember earlier this morning, FTC filed a lawsuit suggesting Amazon was signing people up to Amazon Prime without their knowledge. Essentially, so they're saying Amazon says FTC Prime claims are false on the facts and the law in the statement. So heads up on Amazon. AMD, I mean, the Ireland story was interesting, but kind of minor in nature. They're going to invest $130+ million into R&D in a facility over in Ireland, which is great for their local economy, obviously, for jobs. But here's 4% now.
Yeah, down hard. And it's interesting because it wasn't the first time we've heard about this from an American microchip maker investing in Europe. We know about Intel opening up 3 plants, or hoping to open up 3 plants, 1 in Poland and 2 in Germany. But yeah, this the technical level on AMD, let's look at the chart here. That 112 was an absolutely solid level. Brendo, we traded this on the midday show. I took this through the break of 112.5. Rode it for about 75 pennies. It's looking to knock on the door here of VWAP at 114.
Just reading a note on the NTSB issuing a preliminary report on a June 4th crash. I feel like this is about Tesla, but it doesn't actually say it's about Tesla, so I'll dig into that. But what do we do with AMD here today, guys?
Oh, Sean's short.
This is the day for me on AMD.
I mean, you want to ask me about what to do with AMD today? Yeah, I say you just stay short. I mean, we've talked about that over and over again today. We had a $7 winner on it. So, I mean, yeah, there's what we're doing with AMD today. We're writing it on the damn sticky note and giving it to everybody ASAP on that one. And there it is right there, the short right off the open. Huge move to the downside. I was like, what? Like, what is even happening with this? Finally, about 11 o'clock, we based out at 112, where the players dwell, of course. And then right there, we got out on that little clumped up break right there. So as soon as we broke it up, we got 112.68. This is 119 flat, so that was a good, well, 118.95. So that was a good trade there. And then right now, we went short, made some more money, and now we're short again. We just got 71s there from an 88 short, so 17 cents. So we just took 17 cents on a small piece, about 15% of that one. Look, I just think AMD, now it might be a long. I'm not, we don't need to sit here and just take shares just because of anything. There we go. We just got some more shares short, though, by the way. But no, I was looking at AMD because of this fail. We went up to 130. The blue blazer came on. Sharif was loving the blue blazer. Then all of a sudden, the stock just tanked since that day. We had one up day, and then that was Lisa Su, of course, wearing the blue blazer there at the conference where they released some new chips. They talked all about everything, and then since then, it's just been downside. So every level that seems to be breaking, I'm looking for that. And then we had that 119 this morning that was just up to 120. So, like, yesterday we had this short. We actually got stopped out early, had it late, and you could see the trajectory of this stock, right? It's been downside. The trend has been down. I just think it's been down. Maybe it's down, hit too far right now. So here we go. Okay, I'll take another 10 cents. We just shorted right there, 88s again. So there's another win for us right there on this name. So we just got reloaded, by the way, up there. Oh yeah, when we get reloaded, we got to do this. So we reloaded our position at the same spot there. We took double the shares again, and just because we had the same order sitting there. So hopefully this can come down. If not, we have our out. It's at 114. I still say you play the name properly to the short side until you break through VWAP. I don't really see too many other trades. NVIDIA's already well through VWAP, up $4 or $5. So that's the nervous Nancy spot here for me on AMD as we're bidding 78 again. Let's see if we get that fill one more time for another dime. There it is. I'm just sitting right there. It's not, I don't have a huge amount of shares, just sitting here in a one lot as it goes to the downside. Hopefully we'll get that fill and then we'll work from there. So far so good here on AMD. I'm short against VWAP, and that's it, man. I'm not in love with the short anymore, but we'll trade it till it breaks 14.
Yeah, AMD, I don't really have a trade set up at the moment. That kind of double bottom long would have been quite the banger earlier on, but I don't think I was even sitting at the desk at that point. But yeah, that 112 level gets supported for whatever reason. I thought that we could get down to maybe 110 today if we give up that 116, 117 on the daily chart, but catching a bid right now as the ES is trying to put in a V-shaped recovery at the moment. Triple bottom down there, and then we kind of blast off eventually. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with AMD at the moment. It's definitely too high to go long. Maybe you get that VWAP fail short like you're trying to play there, Sean. I'm currently long Tesla once again, hopefully for the last time today. But it was breaking out of that 262 area and was able to get a couple fills in here. Looking for the 264 break, and maybe we get to VWAP today. That's probably a little bit of wishful thinking on this Tesla trade at the moment.
The rundown, as always, brought to you by Trade Ideas, real-time scanning and alerting used on this desk by everyone you see on the show. See what's moving in the moment with Trade Ideas. Check the link bottom right corner right now. Still, you can see 25% off. Trader TV 25 will get you 25% off over at Trade Ideas. Last one on the list there. This one, ouch, 6%. We were just kind of commenting on the fact that really nothing came from that. Nothing breaking anyway. Came from the annual investor shareholder meeting today. But this one as well, trying to curl back to the upside here.
Yeah, we were monitoring this one on the midday show at 1 o'clock. When it started, nothing really came of it, to be quite honest with you. No price action. Sure, it has more volume on the day, having done 41 million shares, but the price action has not been there, subsequent to about 10 o'clock after that move down. So nothing today on Rivian, but yeah, keeping my eye peeled to see what this new Tesla adoption will bring for this car.
Not much if you were trying to find a long here, guys. We're still searching for some support.
Tesla? Yeah. I was just swearing at AMD because it went to the downside there, and we actually got some good fills in the 60s and 70s there. But now it is back to the upside right now. So I'm kind of just looking at AMD and watching to make sure we don't take out 114 right now. But Max, what's good on Tesla here? You looking for anything? I mean, you know, that bottom of 258, I feel like we might have missed that one. We talked about going back and finding out where 258 might have been from. But, you know, right down there, 258, a nice take for anybody that was looking at Tesla. And we just kind of brought it back to sort of the lows a couple days ago. But I don't, you know, it's a nice move now. It's only down 3 and a bit. Tesla continues to try to work back up to the upside. And then, honestly, I'm just going to wait. Like, I think you got to wait for VWAP. This break makes a lot of sense, man. That 266 right there. It's also the high plus VWAP. I like that break. It's basically what we're trying to do here on AMD, except for we're shorting in front of it. I don't think shorting in front of Tesla is a great idea, but you tell me.
Yeah, I don't really like shorting in front of Tesla. That's for sure. You can get run over pretty quickly. You got to wait for those extension moves before you can really short this one. Yeah, I am waiting for like 264 to break and see what happens there. I would be willing to bail on this one if that 264 break is bad, but really thinking like 265, where we kind of came to, that's where we really broke down from, that 265s. And I mean, I would say that this is enough to be just like a little liquidity grab kind of scenario above it before we trend down. So we'll see what happens once we get there. Hopefully we get there without me getting stopped out. But yeah, I think like VWAP 266 is probably the spot on Tesla today. And if NASDAQ's going to do a V-shaped recovery, I think Tesla can definitely get up there, so at least. But, you know, maybe, I don't know. I think, you know, the selling has been done on this name today. So let's see what happens here. I might just get stopped out in a couple of seconds here if we get down to below 263. Carvana is still trying on that 24.
Oh, that's right. We had Greg talking about Carvana, didn't we?
2450. I'm going to look at 25 break on this if this comes in today. I think.
What am I short here?
Kind of comes off the bottom. What are we?
Oh man, I don't know. The market's starting to get going here. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Rivian was a disaster for me today. I'm just looking here. Okay, so we just missed a little bit of a lower fill. We're still on max, which is fine, of course. But we did miss a little bit of a fill there on AMD. But right now, you do see some upside movement here happening. Tesla's still doing nothing. It's Google. It's a new position right now. So we averaging this in. I'm giving this up to that break of right here. I was just looking at it. We have so many fills though. It's right up there, 121.25. That little high that we made around 1230 for Google. But the thing about Google is right now, you know, that's VWAP. So we're getting really close to it. So we take a short at 121, which is a little bit too early. We'll average it in right now, but it looks like it's coming back to the upside. And with the market now firmly above VWAP, honestly, it's not like it's firmly, it's only up by 30 handles, but still, it's a nice move to the upside, taking out some of the longs, right? Taking out some of the shorts, sorry, and now having to force people to figure out what they want to do with this position. So, all right, I'm going to take a little bit more here. There we go. We take some 17s. Now we'll wait. I'm giving it to that. I told you where we're giving it to, 121.26. So average price right now, 10s. So it'll be a 16-cent hit or so if this does come out, which it looks like it's trying to come out right now. So watch out here. Google getting excited back up to the upside. And yeah, we'd prefer not to get stopped out, but here it comes right back up to that VWAP level, just like AMD kind of absorbed that VWAP and then went to the downside where we were cashing it out. You know, we're hoping for the same thing on Google, but Google's only a couple pennies away from getting me out. I'm not holding this, not when VWAP is broken and the market's trying to get back to the upside. Nah, it's going to be a hard pass for me waiting for this market. So honestly, the market's already broken. One last shot. Yeah, here we go. One last shot on a short. And other than that, now they're squashed, right? So there goes Google, ripping up to the upside right now, a couple pennies away from getting stopped out of Google. and we just got stopped out of it. Okay, that seems strange. I was waiting for 125, but that is okay. I'm gonna punch back in right now, give that to that 121, 27 maybe this time. I don't know why that broke. That's okay. I didn't really break there, but something punched me out, maybe a dark pool. So we'll just get back in on that one, and hopefully we don't get stopped out now, but we're back in it. That was a stop out, but I really don't think it broke. So we're back into this Google. We really are short at 121.10. You guys saw that, but we did get stopped out there. So let's see what happens now with this trade. AMD pulling back in a little bit as well now.
Yeah, market trying to blast off here. Tesla trying to go for that
Why did I get stopped
264 price. Meta is absolutely flying right now. Up to once it finally like really broke back through that 280 price, it really started flying. So Meta's up to 282 now. Could have taken that breakout 280 long, giving it like 50 cents, and it gives you $2. Tesla's now through 264, so I'm looking for Tesla to get to 264. 65 was this low here. I think that could be a spot where people are trying to sell. If we blast right through that, not trying to take any profit en route to 266. But getting some selling going in right now. If we get back below like 263.50, probably just going to bail on this one. Market starting to kind of wick a little bit here above 15,136, 15,140. The previous high here after that big dump this morning. So maybe this is the spot where we turn around a couple things at some big levels. Yeah, I'm thinking definitely at least have to take some profit here on Tesla. There we go, filled me 73. So still have like 35% left.
Oh, you're long, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good trade on that one. We're still short. AMD just printed me out on the short, which is so stupid. Like, I can't even understand what exactly is happening here, because AMD, we just got a 69 fill there. Or, sorry, 71 again, and then it just ripped back up against us again. So I don't know. Like, as I said, I'm sitting here trying to figure this all out right now. So it's pretty choppy back in. We did talk about Rivian a little bit. Rivian's been, I don't want to say it's been a nightmare, because dreams turn into nightmares real quick. But it's back up to 14. We just took some hits here, but this actually, it's funny because I know Pratt on the midday said, like, can you believe that AMD is down whatever it was, 5%, and we made some money on the long. Like, I was up during this. Then we got out of it, which was fine. And then this is really where we got hit at $15. And it's not got hit, I should sort of take that back a little bit. We didn't get hit that hard, but we did lose here when it came back into 15. Now Investor Day is on. It doesn't look like anything's being said there. I have the news feed up here, and we have Brendan, of course. And if anything happens with Rivian, then maybe new guided numbers or something like that, then we'll see if there's any sort of a move up for Rivian. But right now, just hovering around and not doing a whole heck of a lot is RIVN. So we'll have to wait for Rivian and see what happens on that one. I'm looking for some new trades. So if there's anything that anybody wants to talk about, I just liked on Coinbase there, thinking that, hey, maybe crypto was moving, because I am watching. That's what I keep on watching over here. But it's not really doing anything either, some of this. So I don't really, this is Coinbase, like, just hovering. Maybe if we break this, maybe we got something to the upside right now on Coinbase. I could see that. VWAP breaking, Bitcoin maybe trying to go upside. Not a bad little opportunity there for a rip on Coinbase, breaking through 58.30. That's not horrible. I don't mind that. I mean, you might get as high as 59, so we'll see. We'll see for that. That's not horrible. Palantir, you just tell me if you see anything that you want to talk about. Palantir 15, as well as someone in the chat just said that. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that 15 price looks pretty good on Palantir.
I'd like to short it, to be honest with you. Like, there's 15 right here. I mean, VWAP is there. You're above VWAP. I guess we could go long into 15. I'm just looking for, like, risk and reward, man. Like, the NASDAQ could turn green here. And then it's like, okay, then what, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's just keep on watching this. But for right now, it seems like getting a little topsy-turvy here on some of these markets and just turning around. So, Palantir, I like it at 15 short. So, there you go.
Roblox made a huge move today. I didn't see this earlier on in the day, just popping up on my trade ideas. Down almost 8% today. Made a triple bottom here on 38, which would have been quite the long. Getting back into 38.50, like 10 cents risk for a 60-cent reward on that one, 6 to 1. We definitely take those around here. Yeah, I mean, starting to trend up with the market as well. So I didn't see any news necessarily on Roblox today. Class action settlement. Oh, they had a press release? I don't know what this is. I would have to look into that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things coming off the bottom. This one gave you a pretty easy one if that's what you were looking for. I mean, you got to be looking at these stocks, though, and I don't know why I would be looking at that one. What else is going on? There's not a whole lot in play at the moment.
I mean, that's what I'm struggling with, is trying to find something that we want to actually trade.
Yeah.
You know.
Meta's absolutely skyrocketing off of this. Meta seems to be dragging the market by itself here. Up to NASDAQ.
Is there news on Meta anywhere?
283. Let's check.
I was short Meta. I made a decent amount of money short on that name.
I don't see any news on Meta at the moment. 1021 AI regulation. No, there's nothing on Meta. It's just a little squeeze back to the upside with the market, I guess. My Tesla trade's kind of looking like not that great at the moment, so I'm going to trail that into 263.35. It breaks that, I'm going to get out of Tesla. Yeah, maybe Meta rolls around off that 283 price that we saw earlier in the day.
I don't know if I want to be short, though.
Like right here.
Shout out DJ there. Yeah, that's a good trade off 283.25.
Yeah.
You want to do that? I mean, it needs to come up a little bit more.
Yeah,
though.
it needs to get there. It's got to go up another $1, but I kind of like that idea.
I don't know. People in the chat are like, dude, can we take a sigh of relief on the AMD short? I don't know. I think we could. You want, who's over? Oh, yeah, shout out, who is that over there? Fabian. What's up, Fabian? Yeah, I'm not too stressed out about the short. I mean, the reason why is that we have our out already. So shout out to, I think it was Jason there in the chat. I'm not going to be too stressed out when I have a target and I sort of think like I know what I'm doing. So I'm not, you know, this short here on AMD, we have VWAP right there. I don't even have any bids out. I have a bid at 58. So I'm not overly concerned with it. Doesn't mean that I'm not concerned, but I'm not overly concerned with it. Hopefully this can come back down in. I don't know. I mean, it's just like the market. What are we thinking about the market? I mean, that's the question we all have to ask ourselves. You know, it was a big move back up to the upside here, obviously off 15,000 flat. I mean, we drew this line, I don't know how long ago, but it's still there. There's 15,000 on the NASDAQ, right? And so we talked about that coming through. We actually talked about that up here when it's at 15.3. So we're well aware of the moves that are happening here today, and it just made a nice move back up. You know, it retraced back to 15.1. Now I'm thinking that, hey, if we're going to be there, I mean, here we go.
Awesome.
If we're going to be short something, we're short AMD. It's the #1 stock here today, for the show, and it might as well just stay that way, and I'll just stay short. We've been really trading it. It's my #1 stock, I should say, sorry, on today, and boom. It's like, let's just stay net short. We're bouncing off VWAP. Can we retrace all the way to 113? Yes, we can. I mean, why can't we? So that's something that I want to look at there. Hopefully that does give a pullback down in for us. I do have a bid at 58, which just got filled right there. So
awesome.
We'll go awesome on that. There's 30 cents for you. So I don't know, man. Maybe this is just the short that we need to stay in. It's down 4 and a bit %. Our Google, we got stopped out of that. Okay. Oh, Microsoft was actually made a decent amount of money on today. Microsoft was a funny one because we just bought these dips, and it was such a great dip buy opportunity there on Microsoft early. Oops, got to get the crosshairs on that. Just fell right in, like we were buy. We got out, then we bought it off 332, and that was a huge buy. We were actually long at 332.18, and our best out is 333.27. So, oh, there's our best out. Sorry, 334. So we could still be in this one, but nice retracement back to the upside. And maybe that was, see these candles up here with volume? Like those wicks maybe told you something up there for that name. So we'll have to watch out for that. But yeah, I think Microsoft could also be a short off 335. People saying short Amazon off the high of the day. I said short maybe Palantir there. That's still doing nothing. So I don't know. I throw my hands up right now, Max. I mean, I'm trying to find a little bit of something. AHI was moving before. I don't know what it's doing now. They're OECA, maybe?
OCA kind of died.
Did it die?
Yeah. I mean, just consolidating.
Yeah, not doing anything right now. Yeah, people are saying the same thing. Apple, Coinbase. I already looked at Coinbase, dude. Coinbase. Actually, I called this break right there of Coinbase. Sure, I took it. That'd be 20 cents in the money. Damn it, Sean. Good one, guys. Good luck.
NVIDIA has really been trending back up, but I've found recently that the liquidity on NVIDIA has just not been there to really trade it that effectively. But kind of looking like it wants to roll over. I think all of the tech names are kind of looking that way at the moment, but I don't want to rule out the idea that maybe NASDAQ wants to pull a full V-shaped recovery, which we have seen many times recently before. Yeah, I mean, we are rolling over right now. Maybe if the NASDAQ makes kind of a new low below this 15,125, then I could consider taking a short on an NVIDIA or a Meta or something like that. Something that's been pumping up a little bit. I mean, AMD does look very weak off of VWAP here. It looks like it wants to roll over. I'd rather see it kind of spike up to 114.10 or something and then
check out Intel.
Blast back through. Intel's just sitting on the bottom, I think.
You were talking about that Roblox. Did we ever find out did you ever find anything on that?
Yeah, where is
Roblox down 8% right now. Micron down. AMC is not doing anything. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm looking at Roblox. It's too bad about that Coinbase because we could have had 20 cents there, but that's okay. I don't know if 20 cents is enough anyways for that name. Yeah, Roblox, big day today. Boom, straight to the downside. Sometimes they stopped releasing their daily active users, so it has nothing to do with that, I don't think. 38.70, that 38 bottom looks pretty good. It was still well under VWAP right now. Probably a short. Like to get it back up to that level. $38 trying to hold as well right now for that. But yeah, what does it look like on a 20-minute chart? Again, like it was cruising. I don't know. This is a big move down, and look where we stopped. Actually, I think didn't we talk about this? Because I was like, look where we stopped at 38 again for Roblox. So yeah, there's definitely some support down there. I'd rather flip this into a long if it comes down into 38, but look what's happening right now. All of y'all that doubted, no one doubted, but I mean, I doubted myself on this one. There's AMD, so we'll go another one for you again right there because there it is. It is another one. It's another winner for us here on AMD to the downside. So making our day back, not making our day back, making some money back off of that Google short, hitting AMD short again right there. We actually have two fills up there. We were reloaded, and there it is, man. A 58, now a 53 fill on Roblox, on AMD, and now hopefully going even lower on that name right now as the NASDAQ is pulling back off a little bit now. I don't know. We still got to get below VWAP though. NASDAQ gets below VWAP, then we can start to talk a little bit more happily about this position, in my opinion.
Roblox says that they announced a brand innovation or scales brand innovation by announcing a new partner program. I don't know why that would be bad news or why they'd be down 8% of that off of that, but I'm not. I don't really know anything about Roblox.
Maybe that's not even the story. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's not it. I don't know.
Some of these other names were down quite a bit today too. There was another name that was down 7 or 8%, and we were like, what? Was it Unity maybe? What's Unity? Yeah, well, Unity is now down 4%. Unity Software, of course, they had that nice deal with Apple. Where not a deal, but they were talking about programming some for their VR headset right there. And Unity right now, boom, that's the Apple Worldwide Developer Conference right there, $31. Ripped all the way to 41 there, or was it right? I don't remember what day it was. There's June 13th right there. This is June 5th. I think. What day is it today? 21st. I think the VR was probably the 13th. So it's a nice move up there. Kept on going, but look where we got to. Again, just past resistance right there, 43.44. Stops on a dime, news dependent, right? Hits Apple, comes right up there, now fading back out again. And, nice move to the downside, but look at the recovery. It must have been Unity because Unity at one point probably was down that 7%. Nice move to the downside there and then bouncing off 37. And right now, yeah, right at VWAP. Yeah, this is, again, possibly another nice short right now. Unity down on the day. You're right at VWAP. I could see myself taking this. Oh yeah, now we're 45 cents in the money on AMD. So shout out to that. Getting our day, I keep saying that getting our day back. Our day is fine. 38.65. Let's short Unity. I feel like this is a good short now. Am I just picking at straws here, though? It's to VWAP. It's down. You do have also here on a 5-minute chart, you do have some support. Those bottom wicks are actually right here. Then you have a top support of 38.75. So there is reasons to go short. Plus you have some size here on Unity. So I don't know, maybe this is a good short. Our Google's all the way back in now as well. So that one probably could have been shorted. All right, we'll take a couple shares there. All right, well, we just punched short on Unity, so I don't know if you guys saw that. But here we go, now we're starting to go. We only punched short 58. It gave a little bit of a waterfall down to 56. Now let's see if Unity wants to go. We're short 58, we just talked about it. We put this on before, you know, we cannot front running anybody. 38.65. Let's use that as our top, okay? 38.65. So we're giving ourselves, we're short at 58.65, 68, 10 cents or so worth of room here on the downside. So let's stick a bid somewhere there for 10 cents. And if you can do 10 cents, then you know where I'm sitting at right now. But here we go. AMD, nice bounce back, man, but we did get some out. New position alert for Unity. Let's see where we can go on this one. Let's put our stop right here. Why not? 38.65, the high. We take it out, takes it out. Other than that, we'll see what we can do here with this Unity short. Market need to pull back for this one to win, of course. So right now we're short Unity. Let's see if we can get this on board. And I like it. And a shout out to whoever that was there in the chat again. Good call out. Let's see if we can get it. I mean, you can. What just happened? Nothing. Okay. You can get this off of 63, 64 there. So yeah, we'll play a 65 break. Here we go, Unity. Come on. Let's get this to the downside right now. We'll see if we can get a fill there, and then we'll use it a little bit lower than that as well. Maybe take a 46. So there it is. So we get the 49 now, or the 50, sorry. There's the 48. There's 10 cents. It's worth celebrating a little bit. We'll just go sirens up because at least we gave you guys a trade idea there. And then you sort of saw my process, what we were talking about. Market failing a little bit. Unity, there it is. So, okay. Beauty. So beauty, Unity, trade. Thank you so much, Max, for that. And then here we go. Nice little downside move for you.
Speaking of U's, UCAR now starting to pick up some volume here, looking for that 880 level. I don't think that I want to take a breakout on this one just based on the volume. I'm thinking like this is probably 60-40 quadunk or whatever Sharif's word for a reverse quadunk is. Obviously, this could halt up and go to, you know, where was it on the daily chart?
Was it quadunking?
It was not too long ago. In this month, it was at $15. So yeah, maybe you take the 9 break and it goes to $15 and you're laughing. I would be concerned about this, you know, going up and then halting down and you're punching out at $6. So not for me, but I see the potential. I definitely see the potential. Higher lows all day, definitely an uptrend, pushing into that $8.80, $9 kind of range. Maybe you take the 920 high. I think though, like for a breakout, you just take this 880 and your expected return is a little better on that one. Maybe you can manage risk a little better. I've been told
to throw to Brendan.
Okay.
So let's do that, and then we'll come back and Max and finish up. What's going on, Brendo?
Just quickly, guys, on Intel here, another chip name down 4.3%, trying to bounce right now. But I was just reading through this note that came across 2:45 just before we, or I guess a couple minutes ago here. But the actual announcement came out earlier today. Apparently, quietly, Intel has announced that they will separate essentially their manufacturing business that will work like a separate unit and will begin to generate a margin, but gave no clear timeline on when that was going about. So a little bit of restructuring today for Intel.
What were you saying?
No, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but if you had any trades on UCAR there, I just been, anytime we get, Max doesn't have an earpiece in, so anytime we get something, we will throw it over there because I don't know if it's breaking news or what at all. So thanks for that, Brendan. And obviously they're on Intel today, like Brendan just said, man, it's down today. We've been really beating up on AMD, but you know, a name that you could always beat up on is Intel. I mean, that's for sure, but not lately. As Intel right now, it's barcoding the rest of the way. I don't know. I mean, we already had the AMD short. Obviously, everything printed to the downside today as far as chip names are concerned. And remember, I said this last time, what led us up can lead us down easily. So if these chip names continue to fail, and I don't think continue to fail, I mean, AMD's been a blast, man. I mean, we're long at 27. We checked our account, 27.48 is our long. We've been getting some out. We talked about this the last couple of days, getting out of some of these positions, and I actually felt kind of silly getting out of some of the AMDs, some of the NVIDIAs, but now today you're getting paid off a little bit on that. But we've been getting out on the way up. So it's kind of like I'm still down on like my initial outs, of course. But you know, what can you do? You never, you can't, you know, we talk about counting your chickens before they hatch. That's a statement that you've heard of before, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, we get that okay boomer stuff from Pratt, you know, so I don't know. Me and Neil always get it because we're both super old. Yeah. But I just want to make sure that that's still legit with kids your age, Max. Yeah, you know, youth is something to not take lightly. Because the one thing, Max, is you as well will get old at some point, and yeah.
I want to get on some of that like Joe Rogan stuff.
Things start to break down. Oh, steroids? Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
I don't know that he's on steroids.
You don't?
This guy's trying to like live forever. He's got all these drugs that he takes to try to extend his life.
Oh yeah, the horse pills. That's what it was.
That was just for COVID.
Ivermectin.
Yes.
I know nothing about it.
I
thought there was rumors that Joe Rogan was putting on HGH. That's his steroids, isn't it?
HGH.
I don't know.
Oh, testosterone. I think he's
I'm
on
not trying to throw
testosterone.
shade at him. I thought there was something about that. I would love. I mean, shout out to. He does MDMA. Yeah, well, we know that. But I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Joe Rogan looks great. How old is Joe Rogan? Let's get some guesses.
55.
55.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
I was gonna say maybe. Let me see, was he a stand-up comedian? I'm trying to go back about how old I am. Yeah, you're probably right. I was going to say I was going to go low, like maybe 51, 52.
Let's see.
Yeah, HGH, human growth hormone. There we go. Yeah, people saying 50s. What is he?
Come on, give it to me. 55.
What?
Called it on the nose.
Oh my God.
Well, that's because you're a fanboy. There it is, man. 55 years old for Mr. Joe Damn Rogan, and you are right. I mean, that would be great to look like him at 55 years old. Shout out to Mr. Rogan and company on that one. So good call, and to have his money too.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, that's Trader TV Live's next thing, you know, is to go over to
get bought out by
Spotify
for 200 mil.
200 mil?
A little more.
I got a share.
Yeah.
So maybe 400.
400.
Half to you, half to me.
I could do that.
5% Brendan.
Yeah, that's like
Neil's
what?
fine. Neil's fine.
That's like half a trading month for us.
Yeah. Half a trading month. Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll divide it up like that. But no, shout out to Joe Rogan and to Spotify. Spotify today or the other day had some news about that audio quality and charging a little bit more for that. I'm an Apple Music guy because I used to be Spotify. I don't see a difference really between the two, other than the fact that we're part of that Apple family plan. So it's like $40 a month, I think it is, and it gets you absolutely everything that they have, like their whole suite of things. So it's like X amount. So all my kids get all their music included for that. You get 2 terabytes of storage. You get the Apple Fitness. You get Apple TV. I don't know, whatever else Apple does. Seems
Amazon just gave up that entire move up. So
yeah,
rallies all the way from 125 to 126.20. And then gives the entire move back in like 10 minutes. I saw people in the chat definitely saying short Amazon at these highs, and congrats to you if you had that. That was huge. That's like
I did see someone say that.
I definitely saw someone say that. Just bounces straight off of VWAP too. Like simple trade, makes a high, can't follow through. You get short maybe 126 even, giving it 20 cents. You get $1. That's pretty sweet. On that one. I did get out of that Tesla quite a while ago. Well, I guess
coming back
10 minutes ago. Didn't like that it did this wick top here off of 264.50, which was this consolidation. So bailed out on that one. Maybe should have just punched short there. For whatever reason, I cannot punch short on Tesla today, despite it being down like 5%. So lack of, I don't know what on that one, but just can't do it. Oh, NVIDIA new high here. I don't know on NVIDIA. I feel like this stock is just going to keep
back
going
up here
up.
too. Not much happening. I mean, there's really not. There's not. I mean, Unity's about to go back up to the upside there. So, there it is. So, in what was a small cash just came out again. So we're flat. That's a cup of coffee, honestly, on Unity. Maybe Actually, it's like a latte. That's like a cup of coffee, depending on where you went. I'd say it's a Starbucks cup of coffee on that one that we wind up losing. But you guys saw the trade. We take 10 cents, we lose 10 cents, not even on that. We just reloaded it at 61 there, got out at 65. Yeah, there it is. And look what the market did.
Carvana.
Okay, you want to look at Carvana? Oh, that's right. That's what people were saying was moving, and we forgot about it. Okay, Carvana, 25 bucks again. That seems like a recent high, doesn't it? 25 or was it 28? There's Carvana, yeah, 28.50. So there it is, starting to gap now. So what was that? Was it halted? No, it was not halted. That was just a gap there. So there it goes, Carvana trying to get back up to the upside. Let's just check out the short float on CVNA. I'm just going to check it out then. We'll go over to Brendan right now. Short float still 57%. What's up, Brendo?
Volume spike there, guys. Apparently, they have created a new Twitter account specifically for AI. So at Tesla_AI created there. So a little volume spike for Tesla.
All right, well, we know Tesla's all about AI, so that makes sense. That's still AMD. I don't have enough shares here. Where did we just go upside there? 113.92. Should have shorted that. I don't know. We're at, as if I'm at 93. Like that could have been another 15 pennies there, but we miss it by 1 penny. Okay, are you on Tesla or no? You're on Nvidia.
I'm on Nvidia at the moment. Yeah,
what
I
is
just
going on with
shorted 433 failure, but looks like it may not be failing here. I don't know. I like this 433 level from yesterday and earlier today, but yeah, it looks like this trade is not going to work out on Nvidia here unless the market really turns around right now. Going to give this to 40s, so 40 cents risk. I'm looking for this to reverse to 431, so looking for $2 reward on this one. Small size right now. I may add through 432, but we'll see what the tape looks like on that. Yeah, not looking
I like that
awesome right now.
I was just saying, I like that 266 on Tesla. I really think I like that. And someone just nailed it right there on the chat. They said Tesla is AI. That's why it's surprising to me. I mean, I think Tesla's all about AI. I don't need to think that. I know that. I think, the data that they're collecting on the self-driving and everything like that. I think Tesla's AI is huge. Obviously, with Elon Musk owning Twitter, he can create whatever the hell handle he wants on that. So it's good news. It's good news. I mean, maybe they are getting set to announce something, and we know how much Wall Street loves AI. So, but we also know how much apparently they love Tesla as well. Off of that loop up right there from 180 or 190, there's the take, and since then it's just been straight upside. We talked about it. This would be the first real red day, it seems like. I mean, fingers crossed you can get back to green. That would be a nice move if that happens today. But right now, Tesla shareholders really happy that they've been able to hold on to this. And any sort of AI news really sparks this name even further. So yeah, man, congratulations if you're on this one. I think AI is definitely a great catalyst here for Tesla. Not that it needs one, but it's still down 4%. Let's see if it can get going. I'm going to wait for that 266. I'm just trying to be patient with this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to be patient with Nvidia here, but it looks like it wants to hold above that 433 price. So about to stop out here unless we can crack 432.90 ASAP. 40 price being the stop here. Yeah, we are out of that one as Nvidia feels like blasting off today. Carvana gets to 24.98. All right, Carvana, what do you want to do today? Just no volume. I guess this is the highest volume of the day since, I don't know, that's basically the highest volume of the day the last couple of minutes. So Carvana may be starting to squeeze here. I don't know that 25 break is necessarily the way to go. The breakouts have not really worked for me in the past on Carvana. How's the 24 today? Not very clean, so not going to take the 25 break, but let's see what happens here. Above 25, we got some offers here at 07. We got offers all the way up to 10. So if we take all those out, you got to think that some people may start to get squeezed on Carvana here. Bids starting to show up above 25. Still no volume though. Where does the volume come in? Maybe after this guy gets filled on 07s here for his 200 lots. And yeah, definitely picked the wrong way on Nvidia there. 434 now, so $1 above that price that I shorted it at. Yeah, market's not really going up. Nvidia's kind of going up by itself here.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that was a worry with me on AMD. We could check out for Intel as well. Unity's not really doing anything. We've already talked about taking that trade, and it kind of just hovering around. That Tesla is moving, so if there's going to be anything, I think we're looking at the right stuff here. Tesla looks like it wants to go. I mean, if you guys want to, you could break this level right there, 265, basically 264.70 for the long on Tesla. But like, this is tricky for me because being so conservative about everything that I do, you know, if it fails that and I take that long, then my out's going to be down here. I've just given away like 60, 70 cents. So you either wait, in my opinion anyways, I'm either waiting for this or waiting for that 266, because at least if we could break that 266, then we know we have something. That's still AMD. So here comes AMD right now. Yep, it's still real and it's still here as well at 114. So let's watch out to see if Unity can give us anything here at that 114 level. We just shorted it. We're short now at 92. I mean, we'll put a bid at 82. This is just par for the course for me here. We're trying to take 10 cents because the out is 10 cents. We're out at 114 break. So if it comes back down in, then that's what we're doing. Here's AMD. Here's the shorts. We've been really hitting it. It was a #1 stock for me yesterday based on very similar plays. So, and today it's going to be the #1 stock for a completely different reason because we had a $7 winner down there. So let's see if AMD wants to fade out. Well worth the risk. It looks like it's taking it up to the upside right now. You just mentioned what NVIDIA is doing. So yeah, no surprise here that AMD is joining the party and trying to go back up to the upside. So yeah, so far not really that good on this AMD reload short. But here it is. Oh, that's Unity. Sorry, no, that's still AMD. There it is. So there we go. You tell me, that's 10 cents right there. Out of 20% of it, let's hold the rest, man. Why not? Let's hold the rest. Let's dance, AMD. Let's dance. You've already been a great dancing partner for me today. We'll see if we can get something down here in the 70s. I'm going to put a bid at 76, see if we can get a fill. Then we'll go even lower than that, max. Let's go to 69er right there and put a bid and see if we can get something there. There's the fill. I mean, there it is again. I'm going to spin the money. And honestly, you guys don't want to spin the money for 20 cents. That's completely fine. You can see what's happening over here. We're happy as hell and making a little bit of cash at the same time. So I'm glad to be here with my guy, Max. You tell me about Carvana. We've now entered the Power Hour.
Power Hour and Carvana squeezing. So I tried to step in front of a big bid here at 25.20. That didn't work out, but looking for the $25 hold here on Carvana and potential squeeze up to like 26, 27.
There's 25 cents,
if that
baby.
does come in, I don't want this to really go any lower than it's gone right now. Yeah, so it's got to buy back up right about now, or just got to bail on this one and try it maybe back above 25 again. So if these, oh, that's an interesting bid there at 82. All right, so new stop on Carvana at 82. If that breaks, we will get out, but looks like somebody, oh, people are chasing this one up. So we got size chasing Carvana up. We'll see if they can get past that 25 price and see if people start punching the ask on the way up. And
it's called slapping the ask.
Slapping the ask. Yes, start slapping that ask.
Exactly,
boss.
that's a attaboy. You can say that. It's our show, damn it. We'll say what we want. We want to slap asks around here. That's exactly what we'll do. All right, you got that?
All right, all right. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. If Carvana wants to take out 25.05 right now, I may just add to this. This looks like it does want to squeeze. Looks like people are getting filled on, or are wanting to get filled on this Carvana stock at the moment above 25. I think 25 break. I could add some more to this and try to get it to that 26. Where was the high recently? So yesterday it was at 27 almost. So can we get there? We shall see. Little pullback, then a rally. We've seen this from Carvana before, but I don't know. I don't know if I get $1 out of this one today, but 25.50 probably a decent price target on this one, as Tesla pulling back into that 263 price, which was a decent long before. Maybe 262.50 is where I can get long on our friend Tesla. Still waiting for this Carvana to start moving. Kind of nothing happening. We'll see if those bids show up again.
Sharif, didn't you? Our
That
friend Tesla, my
yeah.
friend NVIDIA.
You just
I like
hear
that.
it so much that
The professor. Shout out to the professor.
Shout out to the professor.
So ye of little faith, everybody. It's a chicken dinner winner right now on AMD. Shout out to Daryl Flinch in the chat as well. Shout out to everybody that has this with me right now. It's a big Barry Horowitz. We tap ourselves on the shoulder one more time for this trade because there goes AMD. There's 35 cents. And we're taking it, man. We took some outs right now. We talked about having 69er right there. Now we just took a 60 fill as well, as now it's coming back in. We do understand that we only have 40% left of this trade, so hopefully this market will fall back in for us the rest of the day. It's only 304, so there is some downside movement possible right now with about 40 minutes left before imbalances. And we're now below VWAP on the market, so that definitely created that to come through. So now AMD, yes, sir. Do we just take another fill right now? I mean, this is right. Let's do it. Let's put a bid at 52, see if we can get it. We'll bid with ARCA or something, so we'll have to run us through and we'll get paid for this trade. And there, yes.
Awesome.
Oh, Max, man, this is a good day here today on Advanced Micro Devices. That is for sure. Thank you, John Riz, man. We are in beast mode right now. We've been in, we're here for a while. I like how you spell my name, though. I mean, I've never heard of this before. S-C-H-A-U-N. So shout out to that, Schwan or Shawan there. But shout out to everybody as well. Thank you. For proper spelling, you can see at the bottom of the screen there. Max has a very easy name to spell, unless it was M-A-C-K-S.
That would be
like
weird.
Mac truck, Max.
That would be a strange name, I think.
I like the name Max.
Wow.
Okay. Right there. All right, AMD. I mean, you know what? Like, I know we never get super chats. I'm not trying to ask for any super chats, but at least you can hit the like button because look what we just did on AMD.
Like and subscribe today.
Like, you just I mean, whatever, Max. Honestly, we've done good. We done good there. Thank you, Keon. Thank you, Saskatchewan. Hola, Elon. What's up, Billy Madison? There's Katrine. She's right behind us. Katrine, you want to give a wave? You don't have to turn around. Just okay. There we go. Don't want to stop her from there. It is. Katrine getting some shout outs on the chat as well there. So yeah, man, we're alive and well. Look at AMD. Stink face. We like this name today, guys. I mean, big time, big time. I'm getting better, Max. Honestly, I'm getting better. I'm getting better as a trader, and I think that's the whole point of what we're doing here. Shorting AMD. We've taken probably $10 out of this name today. It's been a really good name, really good, really happy with today. And yeah, man, this is gonna be good. I tried to rip the mic, so my microwave went.
Yeah.
You live in a condo?
Yeah.
So you probably have an over-the-range microwave? Yeah. So you know how simple that's supposed to be to take down? So my microwave is a nice Whirlpool microwave. It was really great there. And my grandfather worked for English for 60 years. 60. Anyways, okay. Whirlpool, anyway, it should be easy. You lift it, you unscrew the anchors at the top because it's into your cabinet.
Yeah.
And then basically there's a wall bracket. So anchors come out, you figure out if there's any other screws, there's really not supposed to be. Then you have the wall bracket. Here I am, man. I bought the new, I got a good deal at Home Depot, bought a new microwave, blah, 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 was in stock. Shout out to Brendan, who I know waited a long time for appliances. I still think you have to. I was pretty lucky that this was in. I'm like, yeah, we got it. I got home, man. This was on Juneteenth. I'm like, yes, this is my project. I'm going to do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I do all these little home, try to do, like, you know, hanging the 80-inch TV or whatever, that was hard to do, but we did that. Now we got the microwave on there, and I can't get it off the back bracket right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be real simple. I even looked at some YouTube videos, can't get it off that back bracket, so I got that on my mind. I'm gonna try to deal with that again here today. It's supposed to just slide up, tilt, slide off, boom, done. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, even to my wife, I'm like, watch this, Marissa. This is like, I'm so good at doing this. Because I watched a YouTube video, got it off, or did not get it off, got everything going. It's now tilted down, trying to ream it off there. I even thought, hey, maybe there's a safety latch. There isn't, there's nothing. So I'm right now stuck trying to figure out this microwave thing there. Do people stop me in the store? Yeah, they stop me in the store and say, who the hell are you? Get the hell out of here. You're saying bang too much in the stores. What's up to Ponzi, Fonzie, and everything like that? I did get stopped in Miami at wasn't it an In-N-Out burger? No, they only have In-N-Out on the West Coast. Five Guys, maybe? No, we have Five Guys here. I can't remember. Anyways. Shake Shack. That's exactly what it was. And some guy was like, hey, are you Sean from Trader TV Live? I was like, what the hell? But the thing is, I was wearing my Trader TV Live hat.
Well, that helps.
So that helps.
I mean, I think you're a pretty...
that way, if I wear the Trader
would
TV
stand
hat
out.
when I go to Miami, then I can just expense it.
Yeah.
Advertising.
Advertising, nice.
I knew you were my guy. That's good. All right. All right, what else do you want to talk about besides my microwave escapades?
I'm short Tesla at the moment on a 263 rejection. Covered half of it because I punched double what I actually wanted to punch. So, you know, got to get out right away on those mistakes. But I'm looking for this to continue down through that 262.50 and then see if we get into like 262, 261.50. I think the long could be in at 261.50. So not really expecting this to get back down to low of day kind of thing. I think 260's kind of proven that it wants to hold for the time being. Maybe we get a gap down tomorrow, but I don't really see it as getting back through that today. So little scalp, looking for like $1.50, $2 on, no, that'd be $1.50 on this trade. Back into 261.50. Going to stop out over 263.20 if I am wrong on this one. It just feels like it wants to reject this 263 price. That's where we broke down from. Then it tries to get back above, and it comes back down. Lots of size on the offer there. That's interesting over that 263 price. So we'll see if that can hold it down. If they get filled and it keeps going, then I get out. Simple as that. So touches 20s. Do we slam back down or do we move back up? What's NASDAQ looking like? Looking like it maybe wants to hold VWAP. So I want this back below 263 pretty quickly here and then kind of flushing back down. See if we can hold the teal. And there it is. So looking good on Tesla right now. Maybe add through 262.50. I haven't had a lot of success to adding to winners on Tesla recently. So maybe just stick with what I got, see what comes of this trade. What else is moving? Did that U-car do anything? No, 855. Oh, it did reject 9, that U-car.
I mean, Unity is back down, of course. Screw you, Unity.
Back down. I feel like, you know, we're just kind of
You ever had this pizza here north of Brooklyn?
I have, yeah. North of Brooklyn, one of my favorites for sure. Used
Really?
to go to a bar, Get Well, all the time on College.
Yeah.
And they had North of Brooklyn in the
Okay.
back, so you get like a truffle slice while you're, you know, getting hammered and playing video games. It's
Yeah,
kind of a great
they have
place,
one on
actually.
like sort of the West End right here. I went. I was just looking through my Instagram trying to find that picture. It must have just been a story, but yeah, right here, north of Brooklyn Pizzeria. And then here's our espresso machine. See, I told everybody that's my cup. Remember,
Nice.
I told you a lot of
Yes.
people try to steal that cup around here. Right here, there's north of Brooklyn, right there as well. As we scroll around here, shout out to SneakerCon. This was a great day. Here's the problem is I got my daughter like obsessed with shoes, so unfortunately, right there, SneakerCon was a great opportunity to get her involved. Here's my lovely wife, of course. Here's where I met Scotty Barnes. What's up, Scotty Barnes? Hope all is well. Former NBA Rookie of the Year, of course, Scotty Barnes. I'm sure you're well aware of that. You've been to a couple good Raptor games as well as we go. You know, oh, shout out to my cat here, William. It's always Hydration Nation all the time. You follow me at Trader TV Sean on Instagram. Lots of fun things on there. We post we post our sticky note on there every single day and some really fun stuff that's happened over the last little while. This is one of my favorite moments, of course, when I had my kid on. And he came on, we talked all about it. Look at that, we did a little handshake there. This is when he recommended Microsoft at $220 or something like that. So there it is right there, junior analyst coming through for us on the show. But okay, back to trading. Meanwhile, so AMD, we got that great bottom there. Now we're almost out of it. We talked about only having 40%, so that's another 10 out, another 10 out. We still do have 20% of this trade, so let's not sleep on that, but we still do have 20% aluminum bat maybe, that we have on right there. As we play Little League, you can use aluminum bats. There goes AMD back up to the upside. I'm going to short this if it gets back to 114. How's you're out of Carvana.
Carvana out of that. Yeah, failed that 25. Tesla just broke above that 263.20, so bailed on that one too. People in the chat, shout out to, who was it? Elon 2024 talking about SoFi. That's just a trend directly to the upside all day, makes a bottom around that 840 area. I don't know how I guess you can kind of take this consolidation and fail breakdown of this consolidation as like a kind of wick bottom and then get in here risking that. Now you're just trending up all day. I mean, I don't know where SoFi's been at recently. I recall taking the 10 break and that being basically the high of the move. Yeah, this $9 level maybe. I don't know. We got to really like kind of reverse this trend. I wonder maybe over 880 is the price that we're kind of reversing that that downtrend. Maybe you say that it's reversed now that we have trended up for 2 days in a row here. Possible. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like trading SoFi. It doesn't move enough for me. So unless it's breaking a key level, getting to new spots, I don't really like trading SoFi all that much. So nothing on it for me, but I mean, looking good for the long. Certainly, if you are long down here somewhere or swinging it from $4, that would be kind of nice. I'm long in the long term at $18.
Someone wanted us to look at the Turkey ETF.
Turkey
Was it
ETF?
Thanksgiving? TUR, he said. iShares Turkey.
Is that Turkey the country?
Yeah.
Turkey
No,
futures?
no, it's the Turkey futures. You traded those before?
Oh yeah.
The
Oh,
best
yeah,
time
all
to
the
the
time.
best time to trade Turkey futures is around holidays.
Yeah, yeah. Just buy the dip around August for that
Yeah.
the move into the
Exactly,
December
exactly.
rally. Yeah.
And then every once in a while, what is it around? Well, I guess November is the U.S. Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
And then
and
they
Canadian.
pardon those turkeys on the White House. You seen that before?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what that's about, but
It must be some sort of tradition. Like, who the hell's pardoning a turkey? Like, okay. And then those turkeys get to survive. It's actually quite sad. I'd rather actually not even talk about it. Okay. So we got a $5 super chat. We'll get back to it, but we try to address all the super chats, regardless of what poultry they're about or anything like that. So I don't know. When I look at a daily chart, I don't really look at volume weighted average price. I got the 200 here, which is green, and the 50 period right here, which is pink. So when you're below both of these, I feel like it's a sell until you get back above it. So for me right now, I don't know. Turkey this, Batman, because you're broken below this 29, and now to the downside. Like, what's the volume today? I thought it was a couple thousand shares. 73,000. Okay, so it's actually not horrible. I mean, the liquidity is here as well. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but that's generally what I look at. I don't know enough about the Turkish environment over there, the Turkish lira or whatever it is. You know, obviously, you know, money supply and all that kind of stuff. Close, you know, you got to watch out for some of that, those tensions over there. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to address it. That's just because we got a super chat and we missed it when I was talking about microwaves. But yeah, $31 right there. To me, you got that cross. I'd say you get out, but you know, that's more of a long-term play there on the Turkish government, I guess.
looking like a decent technical
Like, I don't know what
breakdown
Turkey's
there.
#1 export is or import or.
Olive oil or something.
I should go to
Turkish olive
Turkey.
oil?
You're right. I mean, you get some Istanbul, you get some hair stuff there. That always pops up. You know, you're 40 years old when hair things are popping up on your Instagram, showing like, you know, you should fly to Turkey and get hair plugs. It's like, do you ever see me take? How long does that take? A couple months or maybe a month? I don't know. You know, hair implants. They like inject. Yeah.
They take it from the back,
So
I
if you
think,
ever
or
see
from
me
the
come in
front.
with a coif like yours, you know something's up. You know, I've been to Istanbul, so.
I mean, no shame there. Got to
It's
get
called
the hair plug.
Turkaya or something now. It's not Turkey. It's yeah, they've changed the name of it actually. It's not Turkey anymore. Turkaya, something like that, with the EY.
Really?
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go on to something else here now as we go. The problem is eSignal still has it spelled like Turkey, as in the bird. So, all right, just quick time right now. Okay, so AMD continues to fall down. What else do you want to look at right here? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Turk AI. Oh man, what have I done? Okay, Disney right now. I don't know. I saw a super chat there. I thought I'd look at the chart. I just want to explain, people, 50 period moving average on a daily is something that I try to look at. And if you're looking as well. Disney though, wow, this gotten crushed. Like, I mean, ever since that writer's strike, they talked about it, it was really cruising. And here's another example. Here's the 50 period right here. Just bounced off of it. Didn't mean much here, but right now, and that's the thing, sometimes when you're like looking for things, it becomes obvious, but like I don't think that had anything to do with it. We had them delaying Marvel, Star Wars, every Ant-Man or every Paul Rudd movie keeps getting downgraded. So that's like $94 right there coming back in. So, you know, as Disney keeps getting hit to the downside, they have those problems with DeSantis as well in Florida. So, yeah, right now Disney coming back into a spot where I'll probably wind up buying more. But if we break 80 to the downside, then I think I got to get out of that one, take about a 10% hit or so on this, and see what happens from there. But Disney right now, yeah, getting pummeled a little bit to the downside, and it may just continue down a little bit here on Turkey, on Disney. And yeah, I think a short is around here, man, $89 for the day. Let's see if we can get up to there. It's only 3:20 right now, so a little bit of time left to go. I hope Neil's enjoying his day off. I'm having a good time here today, and I hope you guys are as well, with a bunch of winners on board, man. You know, we just got to find another one right here. VIX. We don't have the VIX in our system.
No.
So we have to look at UVXY. I believe, you know what? I believe if I type in VIX, I thought we might have had something. ProShares midterm ETF. So VIXM we have VIXY. And then as far as futures, that's it. So this is the VIX here. Nah, VIXM, there's not been any volume. Anyways, UVXY is really the one that you're going to want to trade that actually has some volume done today, but it's only a $2 name. So the VIX today down 2.5. We actually wanted, did anyone know this answer? I didn't look at it enough. You know, here's UVXY, it's levered, so you get a nice downside move. As the market goes right back to highs in the NASDAQ, not today, but you know, recently, obviously you get a big move down. But the VIX is actually down today, which is kind of surprising considering the market's down 1%. The VIX normally would be up on a day like today, but the ES though only down 0.3. So this is very, very specific to the semis, I feel like, and obviously weighing it down with NVIDIA to the downside as well as AMD and some of the big boys bringing it down, including Meta. We saw that Tesla also going to be a big part of that. So yeah, some nice downside moves here. I got to get Turkey off my screen here because I just keep wanting to look at it and talk about it. Apple right now making a move back. Oh, Apple's failing off 185, so that could be something. Made a nice move to 185.20, now back down to 185. What would you take on that? Prad said 190 before year end, yay or nay?
Yeah, for sure.
I know. And then he told us the real reason. He wants us to pay for him to get platinum blonde hair. But then that wouldn't happen, and he can only win the bet January 1st. So then he still has to wait 6 months before he gets the hair.
I thought it's if he loses the bet,
right,
then he gets the hair.
He said it's not breaking 190.
Yeah.
So that means we have to wait until
I think the
January.
consequence of him losing is that he has to dye his hair.
No, he wants to dye his hair.
Yeah, he secretly wants to dye his hair.
Right.
So
not secretly. I'll ask him right now. He wants
it to break.
Don't you, Prad?
190.
See? So just dye your damn hair. You know what we could do tomorrow, Prad? How about on the midday show, we'll do like a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, bring Platinum Prad back.
Exactly. Bring back Platinum Prad will be what it's all about, and we'll start to get, and we'll see. You guys can donate tomorrow in the middle of the day, and we'll see what happens on that one, right? So shout out to Nick W. He's starting it off right now. Here's $5. Can you guys give your thoughts? Okay, why don't you do this one, Max? I have to go use the men's room.
All right. OCEA.
Not really, but.
OCEA, can it revisit VWAP before the close? It can do anything before the close. This could be at $100 or $0 before the, well, I guess not zero, maybe 1 cent before the close. I don't think it really wants to do anything. We're just consolidating here in this range between $6 and $6.80, not even $6, $6.20 and $6.80. So tight little range here. I think either way, you're probably going to get like a wick. So if it wicks down below $6, it probably kind of pushes the shorts out from there. Or if it wicks above 680, it probably quadunks back down and kind of pushes the longs out. That's how I usually see these things. They're never really straightforward, but maybe you do get like a straight breakout from 680, $7, and you get back above VWAP. And maybe you're testing highs of day. On the UCAR keeps rejecting 9. So this one's looking a little bit more interesting to me. Keeps rejecting 9, but then not falling down and making higher lows. So kind of an interesting setup here. Maybe if this does take out that 920 high, this one could actually go. I'm still not sold enough to take that breakout myself, but definitely interesting that it's not dumping below that 850, not dumping below these 820s or $8, even though it is kind of getting smashed back down every time it gets up to 9. So maybe this one does have the juice to go. I'm not totally sure though, and I don't know. I don't really see the trade on it. Certainly not for me, but yeah, I mean, you want to take that 920 breakout, hope this one halts up, and you know you're printing $11 by the end of the day. Maybe anything is possible. I don't think that we close at 865 today. That's for sure. I think something happens one way or the other, but I haven't seen enough of these recently at the end of the day to take a trade for myself. Everything's just kind of chopping around other than that.
I mean, I know one thing that's happening right now. We got a little bit of a red market action happening in the semis again. We talked about what goes up must come down, and I don't know, man. AMD got the party started early, and so did NVIDIA with all this stuff back in November with ChatGPT when that finally was released by Microsoft and that investment that came through. And they made ChatGPT public, and everybody could start hammering it and figuring out that, hey, AI has like solved the world again. And so everyone was all over that. And so that sort of led this market to the upside right now. And there it is right now. We'll hit another one for you because there it comes right back in for AMD again. Like, we're still in this. Shout out to Daryl and everybody else who's here with me on this trade, shorting this. We just covered another piece right here. I feel like we can just wait until the end of the day. The NASDAQ is now starting to, yes, sir, starting to break lower right now. I don't even want to see what Google's at right here. Too bad. That sucks. Oh, Max, I can't. I either need another indicator or something like that. See, the thing is like once you take out those highs, I did give it more room. It's not like I gave it exactly to the high. I think the high was like 25 or 26 or something. We gave it to about, actually that time we gave it to like 28, which wasn't much. But that just went to 35. We wouldn't have it all, but we would have a piece on as there it goes to the downside. But again, once you break VWAP, that should sort of be the out anyways. So I feel like I did give it a little bit of room there. And again, like, if you go up and it like breaks right there and stops at 50, then goes down, then you're going to say, well, I should have waited for 60s, because of that. But, you get what you get. And this is what I tell my kids. You get what you get and you don't get upset. So that's what although my kids get whatever they want and they still get upset. So it's not working out for me. I say to my kids, like, if they were growing up you're young, but like, my parents were not playing around. Like my mother broke a wooden spoon on my backside. Should I say that on camera? Am I allowed to say that? Like I used to get beat. I'm Italian. Like I used to get, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say beat down. That's not that. But discipline, and people know if anybody's over the age of like 35 maybe, I don't know what age it has to be. But yeah, discipline was a little different than maybe it is now. But anyway, that was funny. Twitter has resumed paying Google Cloud for its services. Okay, so that's news right there. So Twitter, switching over, Twitter has resumed paying Google Cloud for its services. What, they didn't pay before? What does that even mean? Okay, so right now, that's news coming in for Google. We'll wait for maybe a story on that if Brendan sees something significant about that. Maybe, to me, that's nothing. Well, maybe something, but Root right now. So the insurance name that I feel like was digging some roots in the ground down here, 350 all the way to 650. Apparently Root right now getting a car insurance Root, some takeover bids popping up for Root. Okay. So here it was, I think they just took the name over, in August of 2022. Nice move up. I feel like this chart is not right for Root. I feel like it's an older name than that. Wait a minute. Did Root get rooted like real bad there? Was this a, yes, holy crap, oh my God. Yeah, so Root like I thought. I was like, that does not seem right. Look at the weekly chart. So it just reverse split.
Oh, yeah.
What? So Root was 400. This is cost adjusted. Root was $480. Scratch that. This is IPO day. $528. This reminds me of my cannabis stocks right there. Root went all the way down to $3 off of a $500 opening bid. $3. Can barely, that makes me feel better about some of my names, but sorry about that, anybody that's involved with Root. You're hoping this buyout is a hell of a lot more than where we are right now. So Root right here, catching a buyout takeover right now.
Tap is now $10.05. If this opens up there, that could be something. I mean, I'm trying to look on the daily chart on my other platform here. 1060.
Look at AMD too.
$12. So short float also 18%. Float's only 5 million on this name, so.
Only 5 million?
Yeah.
That's strange, because I thought it looked like they reverse split there.
This could fly.
When's
Tap
the
just
reopen
keeps going up, $10.50 now.
We have to,
Tap.
you know what, dude?
$11 on the tap.
What?
Okay, this could go nuts.
I'm glad we found Root
It's
for
now
everybody.
a 10-minute halt, 24.39, so 34.39. It may open, but I think if it's doubling up, this may not even open today.
Yeah.
Which would be sad. So hopefully some sellers step into this one
Maybe
for the opening auction here.
Brendan's doing stuff over there, but if there is anything on Root, you know, maybe. I don't know who's going to take them over if they're a car insurance company. We'll wait to see about Root. But wow, what a good move that is. Hey, Max, how are you doing? All right, so nice move to the upside on Root. All right, we'll find out more about Microsoft right now. Oh, another name that's really falling down. We are really banking right now because this AMD is heading lower. Hey, Max. Oh, Brendan. Let's go to Brendan quickly.
But who it's from, but $19.34 a share was offered apparently.
Oh.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
The market on
4x, where it was? Was
Is
it
this
19?
one of
Sorry,
those-
3.5x?
Because there was like a scam bid on something recently. I do not remember the name.
$19?
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, Root did a 1 for 18 split. So I feel like there's more shares than that. One share turned, oh, yeah, right. So when 18, yeah, so it was less. So they did a reverse split. Okay, so yeah, so that's why there's only 5 million shares. Okay, well, let's wait for this to open up. But in the meanwhile, as I keep saying that because of Stephen Colbert. Hey, who do you ever watch late night?
No, I don't have cable,
All
actually.
right, we'll pass on that then. Okay, 'cause I was going to say Kimmel, Colbert, or the other guy that I never watch, the guy that replaced Leno.
I would go Kimmel, I
Fallon,
guess.
Jimmy Fallon, but I don't really like Jimmy Fallon. So
No, I think if I had
Yeah,
to
I
pick
was-
out of those, I would go Kimmel.
I go Kimmel too, because I love Guillermo. You know his little security guard there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen the clips online. I don't watch
I
on.
like Guillermo. I like it. But I like Colbert.
Cable.
Colbert has great impressions and stuff like that. I used to like Trevor Noah, which wasn't bad on Comedy Central. He took over that show and Daily Show, and now he's not there anymore. But now that there's this writer's strike, any news on the writer's strike? Like, I mean, I feel like that's been going on for literally 6 months.
I have not
Like, there's
heard
no more
anything
Saturday Night
about it.
Live. There's no more late night TV. There's no more. Holy crap! Right now, the only thing that there is more of is GPUs, and maybe there's too many of them because there's AMD right now. We're $1 in the money. Join the club again, my friend. We talked about this over and over and over again. And if you're not entertained, please be entertained somehow and hit that like and the subscribe and the share. I don't even know how many likes or subscribes we have today. I think we've done really great, man. Talking about everything, having a good time. But 600 likes. That's crazy. And Katrina wore her gold today. We're here with Max. Please, guys, hit the like button if you like the show so far. I don't know. I always think there's lots to like, but you know, I've already hit the like. I was number 10 on that one. Maybe people are long AMD and they don't like what's exactly been happening today, but there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. And we shorted it again, and it is another one right now. So there it is, 112.50 on that. You guys want me to get rid of that DJ call it? Someone did send in, they didn't like that. So we could get rid of that if it's a little bit annoying. I didn't realize it was like 3 times. You guys.
Another one.
And.
Another one.
And.
Another one.
It's 2, 3. You know, 1 time maybe.
You could cut it down to like 2 maybe, or 1. Maybe 1, and then you can hit it as many times as you want.
Keep it and add another one. You know. Every time you press it. Yeah, right. So if it does like 6 times, you know, I've hit it 6 times today, right?
Yeah.
The first one would be 1, and another one.
Oh, okay,
another
okay,
one.
yeah.
And another one. Yeah, that'd be annoying as hell.
1280 now to tap on.
Yeah,
right?
1 is enough. People like it. So I would love. I mean, Justin. I'm a big. What do they call? I mean, I shouldn't be that big if I don't know what they call Justin Bieber fans, but I think they're like
Believers.
Believers.
Yeah.
Oh man, the only thing I don't believe in is the Maple Leafs. I mean, that guy loves the Maple Leafs, and that guy, I don't know those.
Don't they lose every time he's in the building?
Well, he designed those 3rd jerseys for them.
Those are hideous.
Yeah, I mean they're reversible jerseys. Like,
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of those ones.
All right.
So this
I am a
route
believer,
did not open. So 15 minutes at least on route, 1280, almost a double up on this halt. Well, it is a double up because it was trading at $6 before, halts up at 660. So double up from where route was trading. There was.
Is it open?
No, not yet. Recently, there was this fake takeover offer from some firm that was long a stock. I just don't remember what the stock was.
That's easy for them to get found out.
I know.
It's like, Trader TV Live is now trying to buy out AMD. You know, and next thing you know, like we're all long millions of shares.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is that story? I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's go over to Tesla here. Did we ever figure out if Joe Rogan was on HGH? Someone just put there HG1. Okay, AMD, huge move to the downside, man. I mean, we're smoking on that. So there's absolutely no doubt about that. We still have some shares left on AMD as it pushes down. So that's going to be, honestly, that just really set me off. I'm really happy with being able to make out for that one right there. But yeah, Justin Bieber cannot sing. Slow down on that one, you know. There's some stuff I'll have to defend around here. Okay, that's that. All right, what name were we just talking about? Oh, I want to see if anything happened to Google off that news, because there was something there, nothing. So I don't know what that was there. Okay, Google, get G13. Okay, Google, like as if we have Google Brazil. Does that even exist? All right, so yeah, so there's still downside move. We were short that name, but out of it right now. It's continuing to make those moves down. I still want to look at Root. Let's look at Apple. Apple sort of started this party properly early right there. It was going before all this. Here's me trying to short Apple. It worked fine until it didn't, and so we got out of the way there, but we should have shorted it right there into day's high again. So Apple did make 185, now it just dropped out. Look where it is right now at VWAP. That's probably a buy down there. Apple's been super strong. I don't know if we want to buy anything that we're this far down below VWAP, but I think we could still bounce. We actually called the 15,000 earlier. I feel like Apple could bounce off that VWAP. What is that? That is 184.12. It's only 10 cents. We can do that. What is the, oh, Brendan, did we miss the early look? Yeah, we didn't get that early look on the imbalances. Maybe that's what Brendan's got. What's up, Brendo?
1 billion buy side right now, just FYI. Just be aware as well, Fed's Bostic making some comments again, so a little bit of a down move right now for the overall market. Yeah, sorry guys, my bad. 1 billion buy.
Billion?
Oh, that's okay. No, not my bad. Yesterday it was 11 million or something like that, and me and Neil were like, okay, that doesn't seem like that much. And then today, it's like we forgot to talk about it, and it was $1 billion to buy. And what that means is that the market on closing orders for New York names only are at $1 billion to buy. So that means that there are people trying to come in and buy this dip on certain New York names. Now, I don't know the list of names. I wish we did, because then that would give us that little bit of an advantage. But the NASDAQ names come out at the same time at 350, but we don't get an early look. They're generally similar to those of New York. So we'll wait to see there. But yeah, you know, obviously with Google, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft all being huge percentages. Now 10% of the S&P 500 are those 5 companies. So, and way higher than that in the NASDAQ. You know, they can influence the way the directional move here heading into the close. So Root still has been 1260. The tap is now 100% up right now. So there's the closing price of 664. Did we get you said 10 minutes, but now it's been 15. My guess is this does not open.
Yeah, I don't think this opens today based on that tap.
Yeah, I don't think Root will open today, and I just don't think that it will settle up in time. And especially if it's news pending, they do not have to follow any kind of rules. So they send the news in. If they have a formal offer, like Brendan showed us that 1984 or 34, whatever that was, then they'll have to show that to the SEC or the FINRA or whoever, and then they'll review that and then open it back up. So yeah, we have to watch out. And part of that is because of what you said, Max, is that they got to make sure they're it's halted. Let's get the news out there and let's assess. So news pending right now on Root, and there is no news pending on AMD. It's just your boy is in this, and we're hella short. And there it is right now, $1.25 in the money on that one. So yeah, that's about it for me right now. Just watching out for AMD, having some fun here on the show. And we have it's 1v2 tonight in High Park Little League. We are 2. 1v2? We are 1v2. First versus second.
First place versus second place. Nice.
Yeah. Will they open it after hours? I don't.
If this is volatility, then yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's no legal requirement for it to be open or not after hours. They can open it then, and maybe they will. I think they'll probably open it. Probably not open it after hours, and then just open up tomorrow, 7 a.m. or whatever the NASDAQ turns its machines on. We'll figure that out. So that's probably the story there. But we'll see. Maybe Root opens up right now.
I was looking at Tesla for the bounce here, but I wanted it to actually touch 260, and it never could do that. So it goes about $1 off of that little bounce. Missed me, sadly. That would have been a nice little trade at the end of the day. But yeah, Tesla trying to bounce off that 260 one more time. We got like 1, 2, 3, now 4 bounces off of 260 since it finally broke back above. So obviously key price tomorrow that will be on watch, whether that's to the upside or the downside. Maybe that's the inflection point. If we open and hold above 260 tomorrow, maybe Tesla goes back up and then short below 260. Obviously, going to see where the market makers decide to put this one at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. At AMD, just rolling off of VWAP really nicely there. Probably should be short that one. Meta did a little double top at that 282.70.
AMD, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
What was that stock you should have been short again? What was it called?
Advanced Micro something.
AMD. Right.
Right. This Meta does a clean double top too off 282.70. I was thinking short off this 283.20 something. Where was that? Yeah, 283.25 is where I wanted to short. Never got up there, so no trade there. Amazon gave up 125, so everything's just kind of slowly making the move down into the end of day. I'm not seeing anything.
I just put a stop. I mean, I could talk about it. I just put a stop on AMD at 113. So look at Unity, guys. Like, we get stopped out. But that's, again, what are we supposed to do? I get another VWAP trade. Some of them are going to work. Some of them aren't. And when they don't work, the best thing to do is lose a Starbucks cup of coffee that we talked about right there. And then when you win, this kind of stuff is what happens, right? And so, this is like, we're just in what we have left. We're making we're making double what we had, like just on the 10% that we have left of AMD, we're making double of what we lost on that whole Unity opportunity. So that's all, let alone every other cash that we've had on this, right? So nice move to the downside. Trading is all about risk to reward. There's really nothing else. I mean, you want to get in at a certain reason, get out for a certain reason, and then use your levels to judge whereabouts those are. Because if you put on too much risk, then obviously the reward can be hefty, but you could get stopped out, you could lose your whole account, things like that. There's longevity, I guess. I mean, a risk to reward is important, obviously, but longevity of trading, because the more you're sitting in front of your desk and not getting stopped out, obviously the longer of a career you'll have, the more you'll be able to sit down and see opportunities like this happen. Like, you know, something's going to get added to an index. We just saw PanW. There's some huge volume on that at the end of the day. On Friday when I wasn't here, Neil was telling me about it. So, you know, there's things like that that could happen that you just out of nowhere, like what? Like even that route, like if this ever, I know you're going to call it up. You can go to, what's your screen saying now?
1280 on the
Yeah,
tab.
so like that could open up, you get long, and then it halts again. That's what I would do.
If it's a $19 offer,
I was hoping it was going to open and we could just get long, but.
yeah, if it opened at like $10, it probably would be open by now.
Ooh,
but,
DJ, Amazon.
yeah.
We looked at Amazon. Look, for the fact that everything keeps dumping, there's nothing I can do about it now because we already had Google, we already had Unity. We lost, well, we didn't lose on Google, well, we lost on the last part of Google, but Google's still fine. But yeah, Amazon, again, another great call. A lot of things rallied into that. We talked about it, man. The NASDAQ took out VWAP and then went to what, minus 0.6 or something? Now you're all the way down again. So you almost got back, not back, but back enough, 51.50. You're now down 100 handles on the NASDAQ. So yeah, man, I mean, just to be able to sit there and be confident in your short is what it really takes. We did that, and you know, we're pretty happy with what we were able to do. Shopify today, you know that Shopify yesterday hit a 52-week high, which a lot of names have hit 52-week highs recently, but Shopify got right back into it yesterday. See if we can, there it is, right there, 60, so maybe it was 2 days ago, but right there, 60, I think it was 2 days ago, $68 there on the opening wick. But there's that top again. There's that top, it's because it reverse split, our charts don't do it. But I'm getting AMD feels for this. And what I mean by that is like, we've hit tops, weren't able to break it, and now you're starting to head down. I'm gonna write this down right here for my sticky note tomorrow. This is today's. Tomorrow's, I'm just going to write something down on this little sticky note to remind me to look at Shopify because I really like the way this is setting up here. If we could just get some levels, and we'll look at them tomorrow, but 66, like that short is pretty good. And then we'll see where it opens tomorrow. But honestly, it's bouncing off VWAP right now. Maybe 64 needs to be shorted. So that, again, was right there. It held. That was the breaking spot early today. Where 64 broke, we went down to 62. So we do know that there's some give up there. Then there's some support. It did not take 64 out again. So we'll look at 64 short for Shopify, writing that thing down for tomorrow. Max, we only have 4 minutes now. I'm going to do what Sharif does. All right, Max. That means that you're supposed to talk.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I'm still watching this route to see if it opens at 349.50. That would be the last opportunity for this to open before the market closes. Not really expecting that to happen. That UCAR dumped a little bit, so where's that NASDAQ? Kind of, you know, doing nothing. Not
SpaceX.
No up, no down on UCAR, just chilling above VWAP here. OCEA trying to go. SpaceX, is there some news on space?
Yeah, there's just, no, SpaceX is not a, Space is Virgin Galactic. SpaceX is not a public company.
SpaceX.
But Tesla is. And I don't know what Tesla and SpaceX, wow, Tesla really dumped out as well. But apparently there's news now that SpaceX may IPO. See, this is what I'm talking about. They may IPO its Starlink subsidiary. Wow, okay. As per Mr. Charles Gasparino. Right, I'm going to retweet this out, and then we'll just see. I'll just retweet it myself. Right, there. You can go over to Trader TV, Sean, and go find out for that. But that would be pretty interesting for sure if anything like that happens. A lot of volume coming in this right now to Tesla. I don't know if there's anything else on that story, but right there, of course, SpaceX, Starlink, all that stuff, private companies, as far as I know, unless there's, you know. you can get invested in it, but you need to get seed money and all that kind of stuff, probably 50 million, probably minimum. But anyways, nice move up there for Tesla, maybe off some of that news. And again, I don't know what that would mean for everything. Obviously, the more money Elon Musk would own some of that, and maybe that just provides more capital for Tesla. I don't know. But anyways, there it is right there. We'll retweet that. AMD, we talked about where we're going to get out. There's only a couple more minutes left. If we take out 113, I think that's where my target is. Yeah, so 113, we're out. We did see it drop all the way down. But again, heading into these imbalances with a huge buy, we should have been a little bit smarter than that and just got out down there when we realized it. But that number's been out since 3:30, so it did go lower since that number hit. Let's just wait to see what happens here at 113. Probably get a piece out if this drops back down. Let's just do that, 112.70. Let's put a bid there. That way, if it does tank in the next little while, we'll be able to get out. Hopefully, it does not come with a buy imbalance. If it does come with a sell, then we'll get something in there. I'm bidding 74. We're about to get taken out anyways. If this takes 113, we'll get out of that. And these are the imbalances that we've been talking about. So we'll wait. I'm going to get rid of the Amex ones. There's really nothing on the Amex that we trade. So we'll wait. That's, of course, NYSE ARCA, formerly known as AMEX, AMEX, NYSE ARCA. So a minute left, and then these will all populate with closing imbalances. So that's what we're waiting for right now. But yeah, all right, here we go. Mock imbalances in less than 1 minute.
And Meta going for the high again here. So Meta looking
Market's a
for
funny
that 280, 270 price. Yeah, market's kind of turning around off of that 15 and 50 area that it's kind of been supporting all day. Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens with these imbalances. Let's see if Root opens up in 10 seconds. That could be happening.
What's up to
Probably
Havana
unlikely.
Woody? I followed you on Twitter, by the way, Havana Woody. He said that there's all these fake guys always following you, and I said, you know what? I'll just follow you back. So
Hopefully he
now I'm
doesn't
following you.
accidentally message a fake one and then
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
lose all
Please
of
don't
his
send
crypto.
Bitcoins to anybody.
Yeah.
We're not asking for any kind of money whatsoever, so do not do that. Here come the imbalances in 3, 2, and 1. It is now 3:50 in lovely Toronto, Ontario, Canada. There it is. So nice little downside move. Maybe AMD is a sell off that. Let's take advantage here. I'll put a bid at 81 now, see if we can get out of that. I don't know. We'll wait for Brendan to see what it is, but here we go. BAC, anything of note here that we need? I'm just looking for NQ names. I don't really see anything on here. Faraday, no. Dish Network, GoEV. There really isn't much on. There's Walmart with a buy. That's pretty big, actually, $7.50 for Walmart. Is that down 5%? No. There it is. So nice little bump up for Walmart. You're seeing that starting to go a little bit right now. HPQ, Faraday Futures. Yeah, nothing else. Okay, there it is. So we just got, AMD just came out. So that's fine. Good trade for me on AMD, man. We take $1 on that. So that joins the dollar club again. This is what my day looks like on AMD. Short, short, short. Out there. We have another out. Oh no, that's my best out. And then just a bunch of shorts right now with that last one coming through. Now, that was, whoa, 3.2 billion to buy right there. So thanks Brendan for that one. That's a big one. Like all these are buys, but that seems to be a little huge considering maybe Dish Network, that's only $6. Like WBA, Walgreens. I mean, I'm surprised this is that big of a buy, but it is. Intel, there we go. Finally a name that we look at often. Intel with a buy. You can see not really doing too much. So, yeah, I don't know. Big buy there. Market goes up. I don't really see any names to fade yet. We had that big trade in Microsoft yesterday off the reversal at 355. I think maybe AMD, we can reverse that out 355. All right, I'm happy, Max. What else you want to do?
I
Stop
don't know,
selling
maybe-
Intel. Oh, Root did not open yet, by the way. Someone
No.
asked about that.
No, it did not open. So the closing print could be the opening print for the halt today. We'll see if that happens right at market close because it is NASDAQ, right? Yeah, it's NASDAQ. So if it's going to open after hours, it will open right at 4 o'clock. If not, it's probably news pending and maybe in play tomorrow. If there is really a $19.50 offer, that could be interesting. Tomorrow, I'm still watching Meta at this 283 price. I feel like I want this to turn around. I don't see a big buy imbalance on Meta unless I'm just missing it, but I don't really see anything here, so.
You could alphabetical it. I'll check.
Let's see.
META. Yeah, no, it's a sell.
It's a sell.
But it was
Interesting.
4.3 million to buy at one point. Now it's a sell, so this probably comes off. So there you go. So this is the paired value,
Yeah.
right? And so right there, 4.3 million share, 4.1 million. There's only that left to sell. So it's either flipped over. Actually, I guess I don't know if that was a buy or a sell. Actually, I don't know. So we don't know that because I didn't see it flip. I just want to check out AMD quickly here because I will punch the short. On this name as well, AMMM. Oh my God, how many names are there? I can't even scroll. AMD, A, B, C, D. Right there, sell. So yeah, so AMD was a sell, but yet it went up. Strange. I guess they're all getting paired off right now. What's up, Brendo?
That way is Trader Pratt getting ready for day number 2 of after the close. What's coming up today?
Yes, day number 2, we're going to walk through some of the earnings moves. Obviously, lots of EV stocks moving around. We got Tesla, Chinese EV, Rivian. So we're going to take a look at all the EV stocks. We can't forget the semiconductor sector. And one of the hottest sector today, cryptocurrency. So lots on board, 4 o'clock today. See you then.
Worth noting, crypto actually doesn't close, obviously.
That's
it's
right.
24 hours. So if anything happens, we have you covered throughout the entire equity session. Trader Pratt's here until whatever, after the close. So make sure you stick around, guys, for after the close coming up at 4:05.
Should be fun. Yesterday was good.
I mean, you tell me. I think it's a great idea to do that. I mean, especially, so the show's hot fire as it is. Wait till when we get like busy earnings season, right? And all of
Yeah.
a sudden, the next thing you know, like AMD's popping off at 4:05, followed by like Meta at 4:10, followed by Apple at 4. Like this guy's going to be a busy dude, and that's what everybody wants. So again, Trader TV Live, bringing you guys what you want. 800 likes. So let's see if we can get a little bit more. We have 5 minutes left until all this probably reverses the other way. So I'm going to just take a small trade here. Whoops, we just missed it. I'm going to take a small trade now and then put my stop at 113.11 or so here on AMD just to see what happens. We only got a couple minutes left until a possible reversal in these imbalances. So this worked yesterday for me on Microsoft. Don't know if it's going to work today. I think it's well worth the risk. Right now, short 97s. Here we go. The flip is now happening. There it is. Yes. So nice little trade for us again. Okay.
Money, money, money,
Maybe I just, maybe we're on to something right now. Like just as easy. Wow. Okay. Bang right there.
Look at that.
Look at that trade right there. Short 113. Short 113 on AMD right there. 50 smooth cents right there. We were listening to the radio the other day, and you know what came on? And that's funny that I just said that. Smooth Criminal. I was jamming in the car, boy. My kids were like, what the hell are you doing? We never heard of this kind of music before. And I was like, it's the king, man. It's Michael Jackson, baby. I mean, come on. They know it. And then I played for them Bad and things like that. But they know Thriller because we watched that. Again, one of the first like movie videos that to come out there. Have you seen that video before, Thriller?
I must have seen it.
Yeah, it's so gangster, but it's the best. It's like nowadays when you look at like the effects that they used compared to what it's like nowadays, it's pretty bad, but it's a great movie, man. Michael Jackson comes out of the movie theater. He's got a sweet date with him and everything, and then he turns into whatever, a vampire or whatever, a mummy or, no, not a mummy, werewolf, or I don't know what it is. Okay, so nice trade there on AMD, man. I'm going to get out if this takes 112 because now my stop, you know, this is again the risk to reward right there. This is a 6-1 already right now because our risk on that, you saw me put the order in, was 113.10. So here it is, a nice little move to the downside right now. Werewolf. Zombie. What am I even doing? Turns into a werewolf, yes. Okay, nice move downside right now. All that Walking Dead stuff. Wow, what a trade. What a trade to end the day. What a trade, Max. There it is, right down there. Like, look at this, just off a stupid.
That's huge.
Don't tell anybody about that trade, okay?
All right.
Let's keep it between me and you.
Yeah.
We'll keep doing that every day. But just in case people realize it doesn't happen every day like that. So right into this, huge trade there for me. So that was getting out of that, and now this is a reload. So we haven't done this much today, but there it is.
Yeah. Tesla as well, giving up the
I know.
lows today. So I said I didn't think it was getting to that 260 break again today. It does, and just trending down. So we'll see what happens with Tesla tomorrow. No real trades, with 3 minutes left on this one. And Meta did end up doing that reversal that that I was talking about. Where's Meta? Let me pull it up.
Wow, AMD, I
So
could have made my whole
283
day.
gives you $1.50 here if you just short 283.
It did that as well.
Like
What time did that jump at? 55 or 50?
55, right there.
Wow.
Interesting action there on that
That was a big
imbalance
little
pairing
Fred. You are
potentially.
right.
Yeah, that's
That was a big one.
that AMD is a huge trade off that. Like 5 minutes
Max.
left. Damn.
Brad. I'm gonna do that to Neil tomorrow. That's my Sharif thing that I'm gonna steal. I'm just gonna be like done talking, I'm gonna be like, Neil. And then just gonna throw over to Neil. But man, we had a great day today, man. A face slapper of a day, that is for sure. As we go, he does do that all the time, right? But we'll slap a fail on AMD and on me today for that. As there it is, man. It's failing for sure. Like I don't know. I was just putting bids out, man. We're just like we take an 80, we take a 70, we take a 60, we take a 35, and then that's it. Now we're done. So I don't know. One of these must have been a doubled up there because I thought I was only getting out of 20% every time, but still nice move to the downside there for AMD. NVIDIA has a nice bid on it. DJ says, let's go have a look quickly at NVIDIA. Wow, 430, man. What that came off too, right there, down $2. So I don't know where that bid is for 17,000 shares or whatever. That's not that big. Let's go 17,000 shares or 17,000. Like 1,700 maybe on here might have been big. Remember, when you're looking at our screens, we only have one. We have 40 seconds, Kat. I didn't give enough warning the first time. Only 923 likes. So if that doesn't hit 1,000 in the next 5 minutes or next 50 seconds, you're not getting Katrine, although you see her leave. So maybe you're going to get her anyways. Please hit that like button. Get it to 1,000. Get it to 1,000 for my guy, Max. And then plus we have Neil tomorrow, which should be a lot of fun. NVIDIA, yeah, it looks like it's trying to take down 430 right now. And when it does, it'll be see you later. As AMD is down to 112 as well. Here comes 430. It's going to be bye-bye on that one coming through there. Here we go. We're going to hit the countdown in only 15 seconds now. Yeah, she's got to prepare. There it is. We did hit 1,000 likes, so thank you so much for that. As we hit the countdown now with only 10 seconds left. So there it is. Some nice stretching going on with only 4, 3. She can see that. Did Root open up? No.
Root is open at the moment.
Root is open.
That's a $14 high on Root. So this has zero liquidity on it right now. We will see how this one resolves. Interesting action that.
So it does open right at 4 with a closing print.
Yeah. So it was a volatility halt, just not news pending.
That's actually really smart, I feel like, by the market makers to do that. Open it up on one last print, so anybody that had a market on, no, but seriously, anybody that had a closing order on there or an order to get whatever position they wanted, everybody got the same. Now all the gateways can open up and it can trade pretty normal. We've seen a lot of liquidity in the aftermarkets on a lot of different names.
Yeah.
And there it is for Root, now fading back into 11.80. We'll have more news on this tomorrow, but the piece that Brendan showed us was $19.
Yeah, if it's $19, this is a bit of a discount right now.
Then 12 seems like a great buy. But remember, you know, all that's got to get vetted. So do your own work there before you run in to buy Root at $12. Someone marketed that up to 15 or so, right? 14.75. So someone's long. Someone had like a market on open order probably, and that just filled. And then they didn't get all their shares, ran it higher. And here goes Root again. This will be one that Prad will talk about, obviously, in the after show. So let's go over to Brendan, wrap up the day. Then we got Prad coming up.
Yeah, just be aware, guys. Remember, 1934 was the price, but it also said this. They haven't managed to negotiate a deal. So it's not by any means a done deal, again, from the Wall Street Journal there. So just negotiating at this point. Anyway, here's how things ended. About 0.6 there for the S&P, 0.25% for the Dow. It was the NASDAQ all day long, as we saw, leading the way. There was a downtick essentially right at 4 that got us to 139, but then we bounced a little bit. But huge day for BTC, 7% still, and still going, guys.
Yeah, Bitcoin right now, 30,150. So a little bit above 30,000. Nice to close above. Well, not close. Close.
Never
Crypto
closes.
never closes. But nice to be above there right now, especially with the market now closed, the NASDAQ. I feel like NASDAQ, you know, today it didn't operate similar directions. But generally, when the NASDAQ has a decent day, so does crypto. Today, the other way around. There as that new extension happened, right? So that was important with the EDX. So, okay. Yeah, what's up, Rendo? All right, it's 4:02 right now. Let's wrap this up. Thank you to everybody for watching today. Thank you to Bears vs. Bulls. Everybody that came through. Thanks to Prad. You're going to see him in a second.